A new event in GTA Online is finally here, and for the rest of this video, I'll be showing you guys all of these things. Honestly, the bonuses this week are actually really nice. Even some of the discounts I really do not mind. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get into this video. This new event week will be ending on March 27th. Of course, the last event week was the St. Patrick's Day event, so that login unlock from that event week is now not available. But for our weekly challenge in this event, we do have a new thing, and it will be to steal from 3 stash houses to receive $100,000 and the white Western brand tee. Recently, Rockstar have been doing this with a lot of different weekly challenges where they add a various amount of different clothing unlocks. I believe last event week we also had another tee unlock, so this is really nice, I think. The only downside that I really see here is with the stash houses, because these things will be a daily sort of collectible. But other than this, completing 3 of these things will only take you guys 3 days, so all things considered, not too bad. Moving things on over to the bonuses for this event. Honestly, this is where things get really nice, because of course we do have the Titan job, which will be the finale of the Oscar Guzman Flies Again missions. If you guys play this mission on hard, without any of the bonuses, it will get you guys $800,000. So now of course with double money and RP, you can make a really solid $1.6 million, which essentially is a little bit better than the KO Preco heist. Obviously, if you guys are doing a KO Preco heist glitch or something, that will always be better, but playing legit and getting 1.6 million with only a 1-hour cooldown between playing these things, this is definitely your go-to money method this week. And then underneath this, with another double money and RP bonus, we have the Vespucci job remix, which is one of the returning modes. So yeah guys, hopefully in this event you can make millions and millions of dollars by playing this. I know that I will be playing the Titan job a lot. I will most likely have a guide on this as well over the weekend. I have played this so many times already, so I do have a few tips that I can give you. Following on from this, we actually do not have any more bonuses, which obviously is a massive shame. I'm just really happy to see that we have the double money and RP on the Titan job. You will still be able to make millions of dollars this week. So now onto the discounts. We first of all have a 40% off these aircrafts. Just looking at them, I definitely think that the Sea Sparrow is probably the best one. The Western Company Rogue as well was really fun. I still remember when I first got this. And of course, with that 40% discount, I would definitely recommend at least one. But then for a 30% discount, we have this on these 3 vehicles here. I think the SM722 is probably my favorite. And for this 30% discount, it is definitely worthwhile. And pretty similar to the last event, we also have our 20% discount on a different aircraft. Of course, last week we had the Raju Jet with this 20% off, but this time around we have this on the Alkonost. I think Rockstar did make some changes to the Alkonost in terms of its durability or something. I did try this when it first got released and it was definitely awful. I genuinely think Rockstar should make more changes to this aircraft to make it just a little bit more usable. And the final discounts that we have are located at the gun van. So we have 3 sticky bombs, a 40% off the Up and Atomizer, which is genuinely such a good weapon. It's probably not the most practical weapon, but in terms of usefulness, I definitely really like this. For example, if you guys flip your vehicle, you can use this. We also had a 30% off then for GTA Plus members on the Service Carbine and a free L. Strickler military rifle for GTA Plus members as well. This L. Strickler military rifle has been free for GTA Plus members for at least a good month and a half. So if you guys have that GTA Plus membership, it is free to pick up the rifle, so I would probably say it is worth it. But moving on now, we have the new FIB Priority File, and I think that Rockstar are really treating us nice with these things. If you remember the last event, we had probably the worst FIB Priority File. This time around, it will be the best one, at least in my opinion, and it will be the Fine Art File. This one is just really simple. The setup missions are easy, and for that $300,000, if you guys own the Darnell Bros Garment Factory, definitely do this. Next, we have the Salvage Robberies. Unfortunately, in this event, we do not have a claimable vehicle, but this time around, we have the Podium Robbery for the Benefactor SM722. This one will sell for the most money. We then have the Gangbanger Robbery for the Albany Roosevelt Valor. This will be a standard tier vehicle. And then the Cargo Ship Robbery for the Benefactor Shalgan GT, which will also be a standard vehicle. Because there is no claimable vehicle, just sell all of them if you do them. Definitely do not salvage the parts. If you guys want to make the most money, you always want to sell them to Yusuf, but then again, it is really your choice and completely up to you. At the casino this week, the new Lucky Wheel Podium vehicle is the Monstrosity. The Monstrosity is honestly a really surprising vehicle. I do actually like this one, and the only main reason that I like this is because it does have the HSW upgrades, or at least it can be upgraded with them. I see the Monstrosity as more of an off-road vehicle, so if you guys have that GTA Expanded and Enhanced Edition, you will be able to take this vehicle off-road with HSW upgrades, and it is honestly pretty pretty fun. You can also save that money by just spinning the lucky wheel, getting the vehicle for free, and using the money that you would have spent on this monstrosity to upgrade the vehicle. Another free vehicle that you can find this week is located inside the LS car meet. This will be the prize ride, and in this event it will be the Enos Windsor drop. If you guys like the look of this vehicle, you can win it by placing top 5 in the LS car meet series for 3 days in a row. I think the challenge for this one is relatively quite easy. It does not take too much of your time. I remember in past event weeks I have seen some of these challenges where it says place top 2 in 4 days in a row, something ridiculous like this, but then for the most part the vehicle is more worth it. It really just depends. Next we have Simeone's Autoshop vehicles. Now all of these vehicles have been removed in the past but are returning for this event. I usually say this in these type of videos, but I always try and underline the ones that have been removed. So we can see here that we have the Albany Alpha, the Dinka Verus, the Grotty Cheetah, the GT 500 and the Pegassi Esky. Just looking at these vehicles, I would definitely go for the Grotty Cheetah, and the only reason for this is because it is sort of a throwback vehicle. I still remember the old days of GTA Online back in 2013 and 2014 when things like the Grotty Cheetah were just everywhere, so at least that would be my pick. You guys might have a different opinion or a different preference, and it is also worth noting that you can test drive these vehicles, see which ones you like the most, and make a decision then. Next we have the Luxury Autos dealership cars, so we have the Anis Euros X32 and the Cabos V6. I actually like both of these vehicles a lot. I have had them before and I think I still have them on my Xbox account. The Euros X32 can also have the HSW upgrades. It will not be the best HSW vehicle, however it is still pretty nice. I still think it looks pretty clean. Moving on over to the LS Car Meet test track. The standard test track vehicles have all been removed in the past. I think the Carbonazar and the Entity XF are honestly great options. Even the standard Torero is really nice. However, I prefer the other Torero, which will be the Torero XO. I still think the standard Torero is still really nice. Any one of these vehicles will be a solid choice. And even on the HSW Premium test ride, the Benefactor Sterling GT is really up there in my favorite in terms of the HSW vehicles. It is one of the fastest and still to date is in the top 10 list. It also sounds incredible when driving this vehicle. It really does sound unique. And just remember, this is the test track, so you can test drive these vehicles, and I would personally always recommend you do that. And now finally, to wrap up this whole event, we of course have our time trials. The new premium race this week was Downtown Underground. The standard time trial is Elysian Island 2, and the HSW time trial is Pacific Bluffs to Mount Gorda. So in total, what do you guys like most from this event? I am honestly just so happy to see that Rockstar have done that with the Oscar Guzman Flies Again missions, specifically the Titan job mission, getting that double money and RP bonus, which can make you guys $1.6 million. I will definitely be having videos on this very shortly. Obviously, I will have a Money Week video out tomorrow, and then most likely on the weekend, probably a video on the Oscar Guzman Flies Again missions, just showing you guys how easy they are. So yeah, guys, as always, make sure that you leave a comment below and let me know what you liked most. And if you went on to enjoy this video or found it useful in any way, shape or form, make sure to leave a like. I always appreciate your support. And if you guys like the channel, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally, guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.